Welcome, Diecast fans. I'm Tom Spanners Watson.
And I'm Frank the Guru Gibbs.
And it's time for the final of the Outlaws 2025.
That's right, Spanners. By the end of tonight, we are going to crown a winner in the Canyon Outlaws competition for 2025. It's gonna be a beast. So strap yourselves in and get ready for some killer action.
So our first group of wannabes, we've got $6 Man, Billy Go Gruff, Contagion, and Dinkum Auto Parts. Now, there are 4 races for the wannabes where the winner of each race moves on to the next round, and then those 4 cars are going to race until we get a winner, and then they are going to go on to challenge the list as we get underway for race number 1. Oh, Steve Austin there and $6 Man getting a bit bouncy, but Contagion pushing up the inside of Billy Go Gruff in a brutal move down State Highway 1 as the cars bunch up into the forestry section. Contagion leading them up the hill, getting a good lead over everybody. Billy Go Gruff trying to catch him through the joker lane, but he can't do it. Looks like Contagion's got this one in the bag. Oh, he's gone sideways. Billy Go Gruff catching up. Is he going to do it? He does. He gets right past on the finish line. So does Steve Austin.
Wowzers, what a way to kick this one off. Old Contagion there, driven by Briar Hansen, doing an awesome job in that overtake. He did not back off all the way through the corner, but then unfortunately just overcooked it, getting a little bit confident into that final straight. And you see him go sideways and he just gets going, but by that stage, Billy Go Gruff had seen the gap and sneaks ahead of him, as does Steve Austin.
So Brewski and Billy Go Gruff moves on to the next round. All right, next lot of wannabes, we've got Dirty Rose, Donk, Got Wood, and House Paint.
House Paint, of course, most recently just came off the list, so he'll be looking to take these blokes down.
It's Racer B and Dirty Rose out with an early lead. Got Wood chasing them down. Whoa, Dirty Rose getting up on 2 wheels as they hit State Highway 1. Leading the field into the forestry section, a huge lead over the rest of the field. I'm not sure they're going to be able to catch Dirty Rose at this point, but you never know, because Briar Hazard thought he had it in the bag in that last race before absolute heartbreak when he blew it in that final straight, but Dirty Rose keeps that one together and will take the win and move on to the next round.
And 3 of the drivers crossed the finish line there, but House Paint's parked up. Oh, and we've got a spectator down. Old House Paint just slammed into that sign, bounced up, and rolled a long way back down the hill, unfortunately just missing that painful Bogan baby.
Alright, Group 3 of the wannabes, it's Hunker Junk, Pazuzu, Studutnia, and Super Chicken.
Well, I think you know who I'm hoping won't get through to the next round. So basically, any of the other 3 drivers have at it, but just don't let Demon Preacher winning.
You are so superstitious, although Hunker Junk trying everything can to hold out Pazuzu, but Pazuzu makes the most of it and gets ahead of the rest of the field as the others tangle up.
Look, mate, it's not superstition if it's real. He's totally put a hex on those other drivers when I specifically hoped he wouldn't. He's turned around, jinxed the other drivers, and now he's going to take this one out.
You sure you just don't like competition because normally you're the one jinxing the cars? But Pazuzu takes the win, and that's the end of the race for the others. Alright, final group of the wannabes. It's Uncle Junk, Uterus, Waterloo, and Work Beaver.
For my money, I think it's Uncle Junk or Uterus. Uncle Junk looks fantastic and it's super quick. I mean, it is driven by Mr. Dark, or Uterus because he's been on the list.
Yeah, Lone Star has not had good luck in the competition so far, although there he is catching right up to Uncle Junk. And Work Beaver, another one that's probably been overworked this season. Whoa! Oh my god, did you see that? Mr. Dark trying to take out the spectators all over the track, getting massive amounts of air there. And that lets Lone Star race through in Waterloo. He is going to take the win and move on to the next round. But let's just find out what happened to Mr. Dark.
In the Gravity Chaos Rally, Mr. Dark took out more spectators than anybody else, and it looked like he was trying to do it there too. I think he took out a couple. Oh my goodness, he took out Safety Sam.
Well, luckily Safety Sam had his orange vest on, so I'm sure he's fine. But I'm not so sure about these 2 spectators that Mr. Dark landed on.
Oh, they are definitely toast, mate.
That's very tragic. Should we have a moment of silence?
What are you, nuts? This is a final. We got to get back to the racing.
Alright, so here are the 4 final wannabes. Billy Goat Gruff, Dirty Rose, Pazuzu, and Lone Star driving Waterloo.
I hope those other drivers have got their crosses and holy water at the ready so that old Demon Preacher can't put a hex on them as well.
And we get underway. Billy Goat Gruff out with an early lead, but the other drivers not far behind. Billy Goat Gruff leading them onto State Highway 1, then it's Dirty Rose, then Pazuzu. And we seem to have lost Waterloo somewhere, but with such a tight grouping, anything could happen as we hit the switcher lane. Billy Goat Gruff goes up and Dirty Rose is down. Billy Goat Gruff now strolling away with the lead. No need to hurry. He's perfectly safe as long as he stays on his wheels and somebody crosses the finish line. Otherwise, there'll be a rerun. but Billy Goat Gruff takes the win, and unfortunately Dirty Rose flipped over coming out of tuck and roll corner. So they are out, and we are down to 3 drivers.
I told you, mate, it's the curse of the Black Ranchero. Oh, he goes down.
So Demon Preacher down and out, and it's down to these 2.
Obviously, his Hex bounced back and hit him.
Speaking of hitting, Waterloo ploughing into the side of Billy Goat Gruff there as they enter the forestry section. These 2 just have to cross the finish line, or at least one of them has to cross the finish line to move on. And there goes Waterloo with a heartbreaker pass. A very nice drive there as Billy Goat Gruff spins out at the end of the Joker lane, and Waterloo and Billy Goat Gruff will move on.
So whoever wins this race between these 2 drivers is going to move on to take on the list and potentially work their way all the way to the top.
And Billy Goat Gruff with an early lead, but Waterloo into the lead on State Highway 1. It looked like he tried to cut across and take out Billy, but it didn't work. He almost completely blew his chance, but he's caught right back up in the forestry section. Billy Goat Gruff slowing down for some reason, and here goes Waterloo, another heartbreaker pass right in that last section. Can he keep it together on the final straight? He does. Waterloo takes the win, and he is going to move on to take on the list.
Waterloo knew that Billy Goat Gruff had the pace coming onto State Highway 1. It looked like he tried to ram him into the sidewall and he missed it, but boy did he make up for it here. Look at the pace he has on Billy Goat Gruff. Just a superb drive there by Lone Star.
Whether you're locked out or locked up, talk to the experts, King Key Locksmiths.
Cummins Brewery is proud to announce our brand new Cinnamon Donut Cider. When you're out with your friends, remember to ask for it by name. Cummins Cider.
It's time for the pointy end of the competition. We've got Waterloo the challenger. He'll be going up against Thunderclaw, Jazz and Broken Promises. In these races, we're just going to eliminate the last driver or anybody who crashes, and the other drivers will move on and the next challenger will come in.
So there's definitely a lot more chances for these list drivers, but that's the way it should be.
Well, there's no chance for Lando and Jazz. He's flipped over going over that first jump, and Thunderclaw out to a big lead. But Big Cat has had some troubles on this. Oh, and there he goes. He's flipped over. So Big Cat, unless he can get back on his wheels, no, he can't. So he gets eliminated, and Jazz is out as well. So we've already lost 2 drivers, but Broken Promises and Waterloo are going to be moving on.
Because we lost 2 drivers, that means not only is Beavermobile joining the team, Nemo is also coming into this round.
Now, Beavermobile was the winner of last season, and he stayed on the list this whole time, which is an incredible feat. But that car has got to be showing some damage and slowing down, you would think. But here he goes. He's put the moves on Nemo. What a fantastic overtake right at the end of State Highway 1. He, talk about late braking. He keeps it clean up Magnus Mountain. Oh, Nemo looked like he was pushing too hard. He's flipped over. I'm not sure what happened to the other 2, but Beavermobile showing why he was the champ, and he's got a good shot at staying on and winning this season as well.
It's a real shame for Nemo. He was looking really good, but Broken Promises and Waterloo a little bit lucky there. They tangled up going over that jump, but they stayed on their wheels, so they will move on to the next round.
And Beavermobile showing he's still got it, even though he's well battle damaged by now. It's time for Larry driving Angry Bird to join the mix. He'll start in lane number 1. Beavermobile in 2, Waterloo in 3, and Broken Promises will be starting out in 4, and they got to hope they don't tangle up again.
Yeah, I think they were very lucky in that last race, and if the other 2 drivers finish, then one of them is going to be eliminated.
Waterloo getting into an early lead, but Larry takes it back as they hit State Highway 1. He gets a little bit loose, and it's absolute chaos out on the track as all 4 drivers bunch up. Larry now backing down the track, Waterloo chasing him, Beavermobile in the mix, and Broken Promises as well. Larry makes it through tuck and roll corner, but Waterloo gets right on by him, and I would say moves into an insurmountable lead as he's well ahead of anybody else. It looks like Broken Promises coming down the track, but I'm not sure if the other 2 got going or not. Yes, there's Larry, and Beavermobile chasing him down, but can't get past, so unfortunately Beavermobile will be out. So that means Angry Bird, Broken Promises, and Waterloo now get to take on Billboard. Billboard will start in lane number 1 as the new Outlaw, Waterloo in 2, Broken Promises in 3, and Larry out in 4.
So the 2 narrow bodies in the closest lanes and the 2 wide bodies in the outside lanes.
And Puff driving Billboard, they're getting up on 2 wheels as he closes back up on Waterloo. Waterloo trying to find some space as they hit the forestry section, but Puff is closed right up on his bumper again. Waterloo under a lot of pressure here. Oh, he goes sideways and Puff crashes into him. They're both out. They are both up the track. That lets Broken Promises come through. Larry chasing him down. Is he going to get past? Oh, beautiful overtake. Oh my goodness. Larry from 4th place to 1st. and he is going to move on to the next round. Broken Promises is also going to move on, but we've lost Puff driving Billboard and Lone Star driving Waterloo. That is such a shame.
I had such high hopes for Lone Star. He had a rough season and it's really just finished rough, but a great effort overall. Now we've got Broken Promises, Angry Bird and Last Chance racing, and they are going to race till they get to the winner, and then that winner gets to go head to head with Polluted, and the winner of that race goes head to head with the current leader, Kerfuffle.
So Blazeman and Last Chance leading the field at the moment, but Larry chasing him down hard. Broken Promises in the back, but I'm just not sure if he's going to have the horsepower to catch these other two. And something came flying off either the track or the truck as they went up Magnus Mountain, but Blazeman leading this one all the way. He is going to take that one nice and clean. And then Broken Promises somehow gets through. We've lost Larry.
Oh, that's a real shame. Angry Bird was looking so good, but you can't win a race if you go up on your side. But how about Broken Promises? Clearing the track, knocking Larry right out the way, and that allows him another shot at the title. He's got to be absolutely chuffed with that one.
Yeah, I actually thought it was all over for him, but I think he's really got his work cut out. If he's going to take down Blazeman at a Last Chance, that thing is super quick. One of the quicker trucks in the field. And they're pretty even at the moment, but there goes Blazeman, a huge lead down State Highway 1. I was expecting Broken Promises to be a lot closer than that, but Blazeman is absolutely blazing up the track, clean through the switch. Hang on, he's lost his engine. What has happened to his supercharger? He's literally driven the supercharger off the truck as he nails a 29-second time. Sub 30, and we lose Broken Promises.
Crikey, we've seen a lot of crazy things happen on this track, but we've never seen anybody drive so hard that the supercharger blows off their car. Look at that, it bounced off into the paddocks. That'll be a great souvenir for Bogan at some point. And Broken Promises, unfortunately, doing a little bit of a Larry there, ends up off the track and blows his chance. But now Blazeman has his last chance against Polluted. Can Todd shut him out, or is Blazeman going to move on to the final?
Well, he's missing a supercharger, so I'm not sure how quick that truck is going to be. I mean, he has lost some weight, so maybe that'll speed him up. And it's definitely not slowing him down, as he just drove right past Todd like he was standing still on State Highway 1. And he is absolutely flying. That supercharger not slowing him down whatsoever. In fact, I think he's going to beat the best time in the track. It's going to be close. And does it! He does it by 0.2 of a second. What a stunning way to finish the race.
What a corker of a race that was for Blazeman. He has got to be absolutely stoked with that. He's now got the fastest time, and he's got a chance to take out the overall competition. This is going to be a real nail biter.
And if you're enjoying this as much as we are, we'd really appreciate it if you'd leave us a like. And while you're doing that, why not leave us a comment as well? We'd really love it. All right, Blazeman into an early lead. Kerfuffle goes sideways, gets spun around, and you cannot afford to do that when you're racing the fastest car on the track. Can Kerfuffle pull it back? I don't think he's going to have a chance here. Blazeman, another perfect run. Not quite as fast as the last lap, but it's still going to be a good one. Sub 30-second time. Kerfuffle makes it to the finish. Well done, Kerfuffle. Crazy Canuck did a great job. Stayed at the top of the list for a while, but it is all Last Chance, driven by Blazeman. Not only the winner of the competition, but the fastest lap holder. That is absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, well done, mate. That was a just beautiful thing to watch. And congratulations, there was a lot of really strong competition, and you just nailed it, mate.
So that is it for the Outlaws for 2025. Starting soon, we've got the Mustang Memorial, raising money for poor justice, so stick around for that. There's going to be a huge competition, and thank you so much to all of the drivers that have sent their cars. We're just waiting for the last couple to arrive, and then we'll kick the competition off. All right, that is it for us today. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We look forward to seeing you next time.